Hi, Sarah Mack here, joining you from a very cold and snowy Montreal. And today I'm going to share with you how I built a six-figure personal brand. So many content creators that you see online who are out there creating content and have a ton of followers, often tens of thousands, but they aren't actually making any money. And so today I want to share with you how I've got to five-figure months with just a few hundred people in my audience. And, I've had clients who have had tens of thousands of followers, and even one who had celebrities reaching out to her to hire her, but she had no offers or sales strategy to translate her creative talents or interest from her audience into an income. So this is how I launched and grew a six-figure personal brand pretty much off my own time, resources, and creativity with very little initial financial investment. No ads, purely organic social media networking. My main investment has always been in mentorship and getting guidance and strategy, to implement the strategies that I was learning. So in the beginning, it all started with me learning digital marketing strategy and specifically copywriting. And side note, my perception of online business when I started was that I was going to have to go back to school or, spend all these hours studying, which in hindsight, I have done, but I was making money right from the beginning. So, obviously the investments that I have made in education and mentorship have grown my skill and grown my impact and my results, but I was always making money from the beginning. And this really was because I started with, and even before I bought this copywriting course, I was making money as a writer, just using the skills and the knowledge that I did have, which at the time was editing. So anyway, I bought a $200 course on direct selling copywriting, which is direct selling copywriting is essentially words that directly lead to somebody taking the action to buy from you. And initially, I learned that so that I could write for other entrepreneurs as a writer. Then that really evolved into using the same strategy for myself. And I launched my first business, Juicy Copy, which was a copywriting business. I was selling packages of monthly content for entrepreneurs. And I really started with my own website and Instagram and Facebook business page. And that's where I started marketing my services by just using that same skill to talk about my work and to invite people to work with me. Then everything changed when I hired a money mindset and business coach. And, in my work with clients, I began to acknowledge this really undeniable desire to be supporting clients to shift to the work that they deeply desired to be doing. Looking back, that was going on for me at the same time. We always tend to want to help people with the thing that we are moving through a transition with as well. And so this, was obviously often different to the work that they were currently promoting. But I've always had this very keen sense and awareness of people's purpose work. And, it's always the thing that they're most excited about. It's always the thing that we have the deepest desire and the most excitement around doing. But often we're just lacking belief that that's even possible for us. And, it was the work, the focus, or way of working, or way of offering their services that they would do in a heartbeat if it wasn't for those limiting stories and imposter syndrome. And, by this point, I had completely transformed my life, my health, my money, and my business through doing mindset work. And I just couldn't resist the pull any longer. And I launched my coaching business, specifically focused on mindset work for creatives who wanted to be making money in ways that felt aligned, full of passion and creativity. And I simply began posting on social media, on Facebook, on my personal profile, on my business page, and my Instagram account. And I also started a Facebook group. And I set up these accounts and these spaces very intentionally to promote my business. I completely abandoned my personal account because that was just not my reason for being on social media anymore. I had a very clear purpose. I knew that's how I wanted to be spending my time. I knew specifically who I wanted to be talking to because I'd done that work of really understanding strategically the process of selling to people through copy. And Building my business from a very strong foundation of daily mindset work allowed me to immediately step into the life I desired. So I traveled the world. I was where I wanted to be, wherever I wanted to be there, aside from when visa restrictions got in the way. And I took time out to recover my health from burnout. I invested in support as I built my life back, as I worked to heal from CPTSD. And I took time to follow my creative impulses, which led to pursuing singing and songwriting. I hired mentors to really master my skills in online marketing and money mindset. And I committed to developing a content creation practice that became a consistent, committed habit alongside my money mindset practice. And these are the two key pieces that got me to six figures with my online presence and brand. So, I connected to these new beliefs that I knew I would have to embody to start operating from my next level and start creating next level results. I did that internal release work to shift the emotional patterning that was driving my behavior that I had been operating on up until that point. And I took action towards this vision of my dream life and business every day. I was not hustling. I wasn't working 50 hours a day. Not that there are. I just was very, very intentional and very consistent with the work that I was doing, alongside recovering my health and all of the other things that I was craving to make space for in my life alongside my business. So I designed and launched coaching programs, first a membership, then a group program, and then a high-level one-on-one mentorship. I hit my first 20K month, which was my first 5-figure month. And after that, I was making consistent 5-figure months. And that, I know, came from doing my money mindset work daily, from creating and sharing intentional sales content daily, from taking consistent daily action to implement my inspiration and turn it into results in the ways I felt most excited to create them. So there was also a lot of things that I wasn't doing. I didn't put out quotes or fancy graphics. I didn't drop loads of money on a branding photo shoot. Though I did pay my photographer friend $50 for a very short, less than an hour shoot in the snow for my very first set of photos. And then after that, maybe that was a year later, we traded. I offered her a coaching package that helped her to launch her branding business in exchange for a second photo shoot, which was around my home at the time. I did hire a social media VA who repurposed content for me for a time. So she would look at, live streams that I'd done and then turn that content into copy and post that with an image. And then I really just resorted back to the simple strategy of sharing stories specifically related to the transformation that my offers provided, with a clear call to action to work with me on every piece of content that I shared on live streams and on posts. And my posts, I combined that with photos, just selfies and snapshots from my day-to-day life. I wrote the copy, I captured the images, and then sent them to my VA to repurpose everywhere. So I wasn't spending loads of time on social media, although to be honest with you, it doesn't take that long once you've created something once to share it in multiple places. But that just felt good and spacious and fun for me to not have to do that. And that's still how I run my business now. I have a lot more offers and opportunities to work with me. I also run a free workshop almost every month. I go live every week. I email my list every week. My pricing range has grown significantly as I've added in more high ticket options to work with me and considerably raised my prices since I started. I raise my prices a couple times a year. And I use the very same skill set and processes, whether I'm selling a $20 workshop or a $20,000 private mentorship program. I sell whatever I feel inspired and aligned to offer. I create and launch programs, and then I use the content that I created to create passive income streams and to continue to sell what I have created before. And one thing I'm clear on whenever I create is this: my content makes me money. My brand makes me money. My offers make money. My work is always paid. And these are really the foundational beliefs on which I built my business, because it was never a side hustle for me. I never had the option because it was my only income stream. And I should probably do a full podcast episode on this part of my story. I've talked about it a lot on other podcasts about how I went through my career transition, ended up in Bali helping a friend on their program, stumbled into writing and copywriting, ended up in India, had no money, was super burnt out, completely broke after my master's. So me making this business and, this income stream work was literally the only way I was going to get back to the West to be with Albors, my partner, and, to have a new career that didn't involve me sacrificing health that I didn't even have at that point after quitting the film industry. So it was a non-negotiable for me to be making money from this right off the bat. And it only took me, a matter of weeks until I was receiving my first paying clients. So regardless as to whether or not you are creating content and launching offers as a side hustle or as your main income, adopt these foundational beliefs. My brand makes money. My offers make money. My work is always paid. Other than marketing content, when it comes to offers and programs, I do not create anything until people have already bought it and they're already in. And I do have another episode on group programs and that process that I create them. So definitely check that out if that is interesting to you. And that's really how I created a 6-figure personal brand online. So the cool thing about building a personal brand built on who you authentically are, which, I have seen for myself and also in doing this work with clients, is that not only do you attract total dream clients into your offers, but you also attract aligned collaborators for, creative projects, audience growth opportunities, super fun collaborations and workshops, ways to make money by working with others. I've also attracted incredible friends and biz besties and so many other fun opportunities, thanks to being visible as me, as my authentic self online, because you naturally just connect with other people who resonate with you. So if you are an artist or creative entrepreneur who knows that 6-figure years are possible for you, if maybe you felt icky when it comes to self-promotion and you're looking to grow your visibility in fun ways that feel authentic and in alignment to you, if you know you are ready to up-level your money mindset and become the queen who makes 6 figures in your passion work, and you're ready to reach more people with your work and attract dream clients and collaborators by building a 6-figure online brand in authentic and feel-good ways, and you're ready to take a stand for living abundantly on your terms in the way that makes you happy, and really trailblazing a more fun vision of success and creative freedom for you, and whatever that looks like for you, then this is for you. Freedom Club is my mastermind. And this is really the business school for creators to build your 6-figure creative brand. In Freedom Club, we make our own rules. We do not follow any particular prescribed rules. We make art, we make money, and we have so much fun along the way. So the first step to the work that we do in Freedom Club is cultivating a 6-figure money mindset. So making 5-figure months the fun way, the way that you want to do it, the way that makes you happy. And that comes about by establishing a daily money mindset practice that produces income growth. Then you'll design your digital product, coaching offer, or course that will make you money forever. You'll create a launch plan and follow through to sell it on repeat to scale your income. And you will take tracking and organizing your money to the next level and feeling like an abundant badass instead of having money anxiety as a daily reality. The next step is to really cultivate a 6-figure brand. So like I said before, this isn't about being shiny. This isn't about dropping loads of money on a website or fancy graphics. This is about reaching more people. This is about sharing your story and a powerful message. And this is about intentionally making more money. And we do this by developing your 6-figure brand story that magnetizes dream clients and collaborators. So you're not around chasing people on the internet. It's about understanding who you are, your sole purpose, and your story, and then translating that into content that connects you to more of the right people every single month. And building a content creation habit that's inspired, that's soul aligned, that consistently makes you money and is fun for you to follow through on. In fact, it's the type of thing that it feeds you so much to do it that you can't not do it, as well as being really smart and repurposing and minimizing the time that you spend creating content so that you can have freedom in the rest of your life, which brings us on to the next step, which is 6-figure creative freedom. So this is really all about process and increasing your creative output without burning out. So building the habit of the six-figure creative who makes money in aligned and fulfilling ways, managing your energy and making intuitively guided decisions that shortcut to bigger results and more time for creative play without the hustle. And really, let's put an end to overgiving and under-earning by becoming a ninja at setting and communicating supportive boundaries. So we're going to go into delegating, outsourcing, and repurposing to bring you more time and creative freedom while you hit your next level income goals. So together with my tailored support, we will co-create the aligned strategy and action plan to grow your income to six figures while opening up your schedule for more creative play and intentionally magnetizing the right people and opportunities to elevate your income, visibility, impact, and the amount of fun that you're having in the work that you're doing. So I've opened up for some different enrollment options into Freedom Club. You can join for 3 months, for 6 months, or for 12 months. So go to withsarahmac.com/Freedom Club, or feel free to message me on social media with any questions about applying. I am so excited for the new members who are going to be joining us in this enrollment. And go make money, go create in the way that you want to create and make six figures doing it in a really, really fun way. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to reach out with any questions, insights, anything that comes up for you around this conversation. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
For more inspirational content, head over to my website withsarahmac.com and please support the show by liking, commenting, and subscribing.